Trading stocks, futures, options on futures, and retail off-exchange foreign currency transactions involves substantial risk of loss and is not suitable for all investors. You should carefully consider whether trading is suitable for you in light of your circumstances, knowledge, and financial resources. You may lose all or more of your initial investment. Opinions, market data, and recommendations are subject to change at any time.
What's going on, traders? Good morning. Time to start off with my caffeine. Let's get to it. I already got a little trade in just a few minutes ago. Call it a bottom feeder trade after being pushed down and pushed into yesterday's pivot and support today. Grabbed for just a quick scalp here. Nothing fancy. Call it bottom feeding. Kind of stabbing at it. Kind of a little catching fallen knife. But I am still leaning bullish at the moment on RTY. Just because, well, we are still above this moving average, still above this cloud. Cloud is still blue. Anytime the cloud is still blue, I am still leaning bullish. I'm looking for pullbacks to buy. This kind of led to that pullback to what I call bottom feed. All right. Good morning. Let me just check the chat here real quick. Here to say hello. Let me know that you are out there. Got a couple of big sales ending today. First off, the bulenox 90% off. Code BIG90 ends today. Bulenox has been matching FlexiTrade 90% off, which is still running the end of the month. So bulenox may extend this sale, but it may go away for overnight tonight, and they may bring it back a little bit tomorrow. They've been rematching it, but sometimes it takes them a day to get back and match it. So this is matching the Flexi sale, Big 90 bulenox. I prefer bulenox much more than Flexi, like Flexi, because of those discounts. But bulenox is established, been around for years, payout, only a 40% consistency rule. Trade however you want. You can DCA, do all those things. Flexi's a new company. While I've got payouts, they're still new. So the weight gets tilted to bulenox by far over a Flexi trade. Also, Apex, 80% off. Code pathway always to use for Apex ends today. I'm a little curious. We haven't seen 90% in a long time. It is Labor Day weekend. But I know they don't want to drive a whole lot of activity or customer service stuff. So I don't know. There's just a small feeling that we might see 90%. I'm just kind of stabbing. We do have bet 93% off really on these 250, 300K accounts, because these accounts are just $50 across the board. So they are really discounted more than 80% off. And the $85 one-time PA fee is for all accounts, but you need to pass by the end of today and pay tomorrow. However, the 150, 250, and 300K accounts, you have until September 15th to pass and pay. But I just wish Apex would just change this, trade one minimum one day and just make it permanently. Maybe restructure the activation fees to be a little lower overall and just get back to doing what Apex does. It just gets to be somewhat confusing with all these different little levels of gotta pass this one by this date, you gotta have it to this date. And we know Apex is going to be making changes this fall. So, and there are going to be some very good changes upcoming, especially in the way payouts are done. But till that happens, just wish they would simplify a little bit. Also, if you go to my website, prolongwealth.com, we got Take Profit Trader, have a giveaway going on, and Take Profit Trader. If you go to my group, I'll post it here in the chat. I'm giving away this afternoon a 50K account. You just need to tell me how many accounts you can have with Take Profit, and I'll tell you, it's 5. Hey, Randwolf. Good morning, Randwolf. Hey, we're going to trade RTY today. We're going back to old school. Going back to what I did a few years ago on Honey Badger. That Take Profit, 50% off, up to 5 accounts. You can get paid day one with Take Profit. Essentially, if you get above the buffer in day one, you can make a draw. So if you make 5K on day one, you can withdraw 3K. Can't do that really anywhere else. MyFundedFutures. Probably the best starter accounts across the board and the cheapest. 50K account is $76, which includes activation. So if you pass, it costs you $76. And it's easier than Top Step. You only need like 5 days of $100 instead of 5 days of $200. So MyFundedFutures has probably got one of the best overall accounts. And you have a couple of accounts you can choose. You got these starter accounts, and then you got expert accounts. Expert accounts, they have no consistency rule, no scaling. You can just trade any way you want. For just MyFundedFutures is really doing well. They're in 3rd place now as far as volume. Got Apex, still leads by far. Top Step, MyFundedFutures is on the doorstep of Top Step. Top Step, one step, one rule. Always great. They just removed the DLL on the Top Step X account. So if you buy a new account, so you don't have to have that DLL anymore. You can set your own if you prefer. Then, of course, we've got this hot, brand new fast track trading, which is blowing up everything. The CEO's getting married too, and we got this 49% flash sale on the Raleigh, Daytona, and Grand Prix. So if you're looking for something where you can just skip the evaluation and go direct to funded, traders are loving this. The biggest thing is 20% consistency rule. So you've got to be a scalper. Trade day, some of the best education. Never hardly a sale with trade day, but you can get 20% off code TradePath. And then that Flexi trade we talked about earlier, code Pathway, also 90% off. And then we have several other funded futures programs down here you can look at. They're not on my highly recommended, but if you're just looking to diversify, try something different, you can give it a go. All right. We are about 5 minutes from the bell. Just wanted to go quickly look at calendar. What's going on in the calendar? What do we have to concern ourselves with this morning? Oh boy, we got consumer confidence, top of the hour, 9 a.m. Keep that in mind. Also the Richmond Manufacturing Index. So, got some news, top of the hour to concern ourselves with. We'll probably be done just before. Maybe I'll stay on a little after if I don't get a trade in. We will see what goes on, but top of the hour. I'm a happy camper this week because college football returns. Actually returned on Saturday with a good game between Florida State Cinnamon Rolls and Georgia Tech. And it was good to see Georgia Tech whoop on them. I don't know if they whooped on them, but they beat them. And that's all that matters. I'm Missouri Tigers by Thursday night, 7 o'clock, I think on ESPN. And then my other Tigers, the Auburn Tigers, Saturday night, cupcake game against Alabama A&M. So it is, football season is here. Been watching the HBO Hard Knocks of the Chicago Bears. That's been kind of fun. Get started with football. But this is the time of year where I tell my wife I'll just check out now and I'll see you back in February when football's over. Make sure I got my news on because I haven't heard the news guy this morning. I heard him earlier, but now I have not heard him. So I'm not sure he's on. Just go check the news. The news you can use. Well, this was prop firm news you can use. So we can get the other news. Global news. Listen. See if that. Let me go look at the high level cues here on my high level chart. This is the 60,000 tick. And this lets me know if I'm more bullish or bearish. It was a bearish time, like bullish time, and kind of mixed, but sure love to see it pull back down into this area. But I'm still kind of on the bullish camp, especially if we get it pulled back down to here to see a bounce. Look at RTY, still in the bull side of the camp here. Again, if were to pull back, I would still stay bullish, but we got a little room below us here. On the high level, I'm still on the bull camp. Come in a bit red this morning. And we are getting close to. Take care, everybody. Trade safe. See if we can get a trade or two in here. Got one in early this morning off my bottom feeder. See if something else can develop. Hey, Stan. Good morning. Antonio. Good morning. Thank you guys for saying hello. I don't trade live too often. Find it difficult to trade live. Feel like I have to be an entertainer and not a trader. I'm no Patrick Whelan. He's an entertainer and a trader, but I just trade. I'm just like all the traders, trying to get to that thing we call payouts. Days I trade good, days I trade bad. But I try to stay consistent in my trading. However, today we're going to trade the RTY. RTY I call the honey badger. Why do I call the RTY the honey badger? Well, because the Russell 2000 just sometimes does what it does. Honey badger does not care. RTY does not care. RTY does not care what NQ does not care what ES does. It does its own thing. Sometimes they can diverge heavily from NQ or ES. But we're both opening up red this morning. And we are open. I'd like to see it move back down again. Take out any of these people that tried to get long here. NQ and ES so far holding up since the open. Again, news at the top of the hour, so not sure what to expect after a gap down like we're seeing. For some reason, I don't feel like we can close the gap before the news. We could maybe close the gap after the news, or we have a gap and we just keep driving southbound as this case. Hey, SH, appreciate it. Thanks. So I like to trade using the ATR, and I like to stay on the side of the ATR. So as I said, I'm favoring longs still because of this. We are above this moving average, and we're still in what I call blue sky. So I like trying to shoot on ATR breaks and take that trade. But with this big move down, we got a really wide ATR. So when this ATR breaks, I take along, I've got a really wide stop, not a tight ATR because of this big move down. That's why I would like to see another move down in this ATR, at least come down into this area. We can get down and maybe test around this moving average. It can always act as some level of support. When's the last time we touched it? Right there. Last time we touched it. Keep going back. We get down to that area and we kind of continue to hold above it. Here's another time that we got down in that area and held. Here's another time. I would love to see it push down here. But I don't know what the market will give us. Just go over and look at NQ. NQ, I've got some red here. I've kind of been in a trend down a little bit on the NQ. That's what's got me a little bothersome. Same for ES. It's been NQ and ES been a little bit heavier since yesterday. I'm wondering if RTY is going to join that party. And this is why RTY is the honey badger. It just does its own thing. It don't care. Yep, still haven't heard of my news guy yet. Well, NQ and ES still holding up since the open. Hop over to NQ. We're above the open on the NQ. NQ looks like you maybe have a chance for a little long here, but in RTY. Of course, the hardest thing about trading, sitting and waiting. Waiting to till you see something that you feel like has that edge. I don't feel like I have that edge other than maybe still a little short, but I'm also bullish bias, so makes it a little tougher to want to try short. I sit, I wait. UNES coming off a little bit now. I'd take a long if I could get at least one Heikin-Ashi candle with no tail on the bottom side. Very similar to these candles right here going down where there's no bottom side. tail of any sort, and this supposed to be no topside tail. You get just a little bit, and then I could get make an ashy candle. Might take it even before the break of the ATR. Quick scalp. Got tick strike on IWM and on RTY. See if it can help confirm or deny any direction here. U6. I'm also copy trading. Let me show you copy trade setup quick here. Today I'm copying Apex and Top Step together. So right now I have Apex 2 accounts. One is the leader, and then I have one Apex other eval and another Top Step eval here. Just copy trading these two. Top Step on NinjaTrader is rhythmic, so I have that one login. The Apex is a Tradeovate, so I have that login. So it makes it really easy to copy trade. Given one Tradeovate there and one Apex, I can load up my MyFundedFutures and take profit in there too pretty easily just by connecting, because it's also Tradeovate. What's nice about the Tradeovate is you can have multiple accounts really easy, because Tradeovate allows you to do that, where Rhythmic really only allows to have one connection at a time. There's some ways around the Rhythmic one connection, but Tradeovate just makes it really easy with NinjaTrader. Kind of find myself, I've been trading NQ for, well, over the last year or more. Find myself still looking over at my NQ chart, seeing what it's doing. I gotta like just keep my head focused on what RTY is doing. Not so much what NQ is doing, but you know what we do as traders. We love that NQ. We opened around, looks like around 22.10 or so, and trading just below where we opened. Bulls have yet to really try to stake a claim and do anything yet. Like NQ's about to take out the lows, overnight lows here, and did. ES still hasn't. See if RTY wants to take out this overnight low here. Feels like it's going to take it out. There it goes. We get down to this moving average here. This is I think a 1000 EMA, 1,000 EMA on this tick chart, which is 550. Kind of my line in the sand. Anything above this, I stay bullish bias. Anything where the candles are below it, I'm bearish bias. NQES, new lows, in TF, TF, TF. That used to be the old version of RTY, TF. All right, now we got at least anybody who tried to get long off of this move who was holding, feeling some heat, may have gotten taken out. So maybe we can see potential reversal off of this now. As these longs in here may have to choke it up. Let's see if it'll let me draw this. Oh. Really, those who tried to get long in here are now feeling the heat underwater. This move down. I did get a long in here, but it was a scalp. I got in, I got out. Didn't try to hold for move back up. I'd really like to see now a break of this ATR back. See, just to see if we can get another push back up here. He did my drawing tool style. Go. Drawing. I like to be able to have it right over here. Now I got a better drawing tool dial. Feels eerily slow. Well, we got news at 15 minutes now, so I don't have much time to even get a trade in. If we get it, it's going to have to be a scalp. Most likely can't hold anything too terribly long with the news upcoming. Watching a trading view chart, and we may get my first Heikin-Ashi candle. We might take it off of this Heikin-Ashi candle. If we get a close in this flat bottom, maybe we'll try for a quick little scalp. Just kind of going against the grain a bit. I really like to see this ATR break. But we had some nice little tails right in here on these last 4 candles. So bulls, bears. Bulls tried to buy up this little area. Not much mojo there, is it? Didn't really buy to get long. I said you give it. Got a nice short right there. Nice short right there. NQ's in this red clouds looking short bias. Could have a couple short opportunities. RTY today, and I'm still bullish bias, but no break yet. See what we can do here. We take this out. I may try a quick long scalp. Notice I'm wearing red today since I kind of opened up red. Going with the theme. Six there.
Order submitted.
Let's go for a scalp here. We can those. Kind of forcing a trade here because I haven't had a trade all morning. This is not the appropriate way to trade. Forcing trades. Nothing really said long there.
Order canceled. Order submitted.
Let's see if we can work with. See if we can get just a little. I'm going to go with my thesis that this moving average is going to be some decent support. Even if we were to come back down to it in this area, I'll just add one. That you can do. Apex, you can have one add. They don't like DCA at all. But because I'm early into this trade, I may need to DCA. Not really on the right direction. Just seeing some of these tails continuing to hold here. Maybe we can get a little just a bit of buying here, especially right in front of this news. We can get some people that want to exit some of these shorts that are short and they want to get out before this news here. Well, let's get up here and get a Heikin-Ashi candle positive side of it. All right, some good ticks here. IWM and EY. It just was the open. Right up near where the open. Turn back up to where the open is. Really like when I can take some of these ATRs above the cloud. For example, yesterday when we're above this cloud, this is when things are very super bullish. Still bullish because we're still above this moving average and still blue. I call this blue skies, but we are at least below the cloud and it's turning down. So kind of stick to trying to scalp and not to go so much for runners in this particular case, especially just 10 minutes in front. Well, got one Heikin-Ashi candle closed there. See if we can get a second one. Close with no tail. Can we get a second one? Come on, you can do it. You can do it. It's got a little bit of a tail though. Not quite strong. Best when this hiking actually closes and we just keep driving. News is 8 minutes away. Come on. See if we can get something before this news. Get it out of this trade. Just not feeling it. Just not doing it. When you know it's just not doing it, you should probably just stop on out and wait. Seven-minute news. Had a doji candle. Come on. Don't doji down south now. NQ and ES getting a bid here. NQ, ES getting a bid. So I'm going to hold on. ES, NQ getting a little bit of a bid here. ES and Q both above their opening highs now. RTY. This is why RTY is the honey badger. It just does what it wants to do. Come on, RTY. Join the NQES parade. So I think we got some people getting out of the shorts in the ES and Q here before the news. They come back over to the NQ here. Look at that moving NQ. RTY says, I ain't having it. Not having it. Now I'm probably going to have to just get out because the news is coming. Just about 3 or 4 more minutes. I forgot what the news was, wasn't it? CPI or something? What was it? It's consumer confidence. Okay, CPI would be crazy. Consumer confidence, not so bad. There'll be some movement, but may not be awful with consumer confidence. Not considered a tier 1 news event, but it is nonetheless a news event. Yes, NQ still trying to find a bid here. RTY not. It is great. The days I decide to go trade RTY, it just sits here and does nothing. NQ continuing to hold a bid here. So it would have been if you were taking this long, you'd have been in a nice, really good long trade here setting up. RTY. It says, let me show you why I am the honey badger. All right, we're going to work with this. Heck, I'm in evals. I'm not in a PA account. So let's see if we can still find us some support off of this moving average. Maybe with the news, we can catch ourselves a runner on a reversal of sorts. I'm just doing old fashioned trade by the seat of your pants right here. 4 minutes to news. We're gonna hold through this news. I have a Top Step account, so that Top Step, I still have $1,000 DLL on this account. I can only lose 1,000, or I'll get stopped for the day. I'm kind of happy that they removed the DLL in Top Step X, and people can set their own. I do have to contend with that $1,000 DLL. Just that stops me out, and I'm just stuck, and I'm not able to do much. I should have gotten out of the trade when I said right up here when it just wasn't doing anything, but see what we can do here. Uh-oh, we're getting the first moving average, maybe also going to be closing potentially below, and a slight little red. If it red, that means the angle is now turning down. So RTY is definitely a bit more bearish than the ES and Q at the moment. But again, I'm still going to hold with this area. Is going to be some level of support in here. At least catch a bounce. We're at 2 minutes to news, consumer confidence. Heck up over here. See what we get. All right, wish me luck, guys, because at this point, you need some luck. Maybe we're just seeing some of the sector rotation back out of RTY, back into NQ and here. That's also what's going on. All right, here comes the news. Richmond Fed Index minus 19, manufacturing index. Haven't seen consumer confidence yet. There we go. Consumer confidence August actual 103.3 versus 100.3. Estimate was 100. So is that that's a confident consumer? The way I take it. Spend, spend, spend. All right, so now we got the news out of the way. He ran with, yeah, you can do it. Yeah, well, I'm not sure about it today. All right, little doji. See if we can get a Heiken candle with the solid bottom. If we get this ATR break and I can add. Wait, you can't submit an exit order. Oh, because it doesn't like the strategy, I guess. Acting.
Order filled.
All right.
Order submitted.
We are along 2 here. All right, we got the ATR break. We got Heiken candle. Let's see if we can get a push and stay above this ATR now. That was the best bullish candle we've had since the open. Need one more bullish candle here to at least get this first one off. Come on, bulls, you can do it. You can do it. You can do it. Get up there. Go get it. Go get it. All right, another Heiken candle. Come on, make a push here. Make a push. Back here to break even. Come on, make a push. Let's get one of these guys off.
Order filled.
All right, we got one off. We got one left here. See if we can get back to its original target. Had 1, 2, so be potentially the third Heiken candle that has no bottom tail. QES kind of coming off just a little bit since that news. Nothing major, but had a little resistance. All right, you want to do something? I'm gonna have to close out this trade and just go home for the day. Green. Come on. The push here. Push on this candle. I can't. Ashy candle close. Come on, you can do it. Do it. Maybe it can't. It's a weird day. Still just kind of like slow. Doji candles may lead to a move back down. Good old Doji. Comes right back down to this area. I might add one more in hopes that ATR holds up. But any break of this ATR now, I will be out of the trade. Well, NQ, yes, still just holding steady. Nobody's really doing much of anything. Other than the honey badger here is down 1%. Where are we at with NQ? NQ is, oh, see, NQ needs to get to 591 to close the gap. So it's kind of close to closing that gap. NQ could probably close that gap here. Can break this right here. Can probably at least close that gap. 591 and a quarter is the settlement gap. RTY, a long way from closing the gap. Not sure RTY going to close that gap today. NQ definitely the better product to trade today. Come on, NQ, let's go close that gap. It might, maybe help out RTY. Nope. Having it, I'm not having it.
Order filled.
I'm going to add one there on that RTY.
Order submitted.
Get him back off. ATR breaks, I'm out of this trade. And if it breaks, that'll probably just about put me just flat on the day. All right, ATR, you need to hold here. Actually, it'll end up being red on the day. Come on, ATR, port hold. Definitely divergence today between NQ and the honey badger here. Like it's gonna lose on break. Down to 100 ticks remaining almost. You gonna do what you gonna do. Well, let's get this candle to close with this tail and then make a reversal. Come on. Come on, bulls. Close it with this tail and make a reversal. Here you go. Come on. Come on. Close this tail. Close this candle and get a reversal. All right, we got it. Possible tail. Let's see if we could get ourselves a reversal here. Come on. Come on, bulls. Step up. Don't lose this tail. My hand on the close button though, because the ATR breaks. I'm out.
Order
I'm
filled.
out. ATR hadn't broke yet, but no, I don't want to turn this into an awful day. Down 295. Not on the right side of RTY today. May just give it a little time here. So the gap did close over an NQ. Look at that. That gap did close smack to the gap. NQ. Right at that 91 quarter. RTY still struggling over here. I'd still take it long if I felt this could reverse itself. Gonna close. This candle's still gonna close, not breaking the ATR. Now technically, I haven't followed my rule. I got out early. That's 2 candle breaks. If this goes above, let's do a
Order submitted.
do a buy stop there. I'll get back in long if it's can get back above this candle. If it can get back above this candle, we'll have a get back in long. Trying. Because what I like to see is a reversal and then a move back up here. Nope, it didn't. New low there, looks like for the RTY. Definitely RTY is the honey badger today, down over 1%. NQ is just closed the gap flat at the moment. Where's ES? ES hadn't closed the gap yet. I am closed the gap, but it's getting near the bottom here. RTYs be a pain in the side. So that ATR broke.
Order canceled.
Kind of looks like it's like RTY wants to down a little further. Maybe I'll stay trading just a little bit longer here. Oh. This is still providing some support down here. If I can get a Heikin-Ashi candle, we'll try long again. We'll do it before the ATR break. I really prefer ATR break.
Order filled.
All right, we'll take it long. See if we can get go. All right, ATR, let's break. Come on. Break. Let's break. Let's break. Run! Run! Get one. Get it
Order
back.
submitted.
Back off up here at this midpoint of S2M. Also would be right back real close to where the open was. Still some strength in NQES. Come on, make push here. Come on. Still red on the morning. I'm still down $100. See if I close this trade out here for the day. So I haven't recovered green today, but don't like when I get this little red dot. So little red dot can be a sign of potential reversal area. Not always, but it makes me on the lookout for one. We had a green dot down here, green dot here, and a bounce. See, we had a green dot here, no bounce. Push up, red dot, and spell push back down. ATR is down right about to where my break even is too. I just get out and call it a day here, and just basically down a little over $100. NQ doing? NQ looks like it could be a short back below here. I have NQ set up for copy trade. Here's how I'd set up NQ to copy trade. Come back over here. I'm going to add NQ. Make the leader apex. Be the one is the leader in this one. Q. 7. Okay. Good. So I have NQ also set up now. Want to take a short on this. Back down and push up there and take me out, and let's be just flat on the deck. There you go. Only a couple more ticks. You can do
Order
it.
filled.
We're out. And we're flat on the day, basically.
Order filled.
All right. Well, not the best of trading days. Not green. But this area, as I suspected, did hold up as support. I would have been in good shape if this ATR wouldn't have broke right back down here. I would have held on to this trade and we would have been in good shape. Meanwhile, I had to eat the loss in between here and when I got back in. But that was the right thing to do because this could have broke and continued south. And so what we do is risk management number one. Comes a point where you got to say, I got to be out. And on that break right there, I said, I got to be out because the risk is too much to the downside, even though I'm bullish. So I was able to get back in and we did okay. But because I took this loss down here, ended up basically flat on the day. Now, if we do get a pullback into this area, I may end up getting long again, but we'll just have to see how that plays out. I still feel like this could be a short on the below right here. So let me go over to when do I have it? 46. Make that NQ. You may keep running here, but if it gets back below here, below the pivot, below the moving average, so it's kind of like the opposite side. Like this may end up being some resistance here. Although we're back above the overnight high in NQ. That's crazy. We're red, we're green in NQ, and here we are with Honey Badger sitting down here, down 7%, 0.7%. All right, we'll just call it a day right there. Everybody keep trading. Trade safe. Risk management is number one. Take care, everybody. Remember the Apex sale, 80% off. Code Pathway ends today. See if it gets extended again in some way. bulenox sale, 90% off. Code BIG90. Take care, everybody. Peace out. We'll see you on the next trading session. Take care. Bye now.